When the first light of morning touches your skin, what is the first thing you become aware of? For many, it is the weight of yesterday, the lingering thoughts of unfinished tasks, or the silent anxiety of what lies ahead. But there is something immensely powerful in choosing to begin each morning not from habit or stress, but from stillness, from the gentle realization. Asterisk, I begin this day with awareness and intention. Asterisk, most people wake up and instantly reach for their phones, their schedules, their worries. Their minds are not in the present moment, but already racing through imaginary conversations and assumed outcomes. They are physically awake, but spiritually and mentally still trapped in noise. This is why telling yourself that you begin with awareness and intention isn't just motivational talk. It's the foundation of how you live your life. Each morning you wake up. You are standing at the doorway between what has been and what could be. The breath you take before your first thought, that is the moment that gives birth to your entire day. Awareness is not some mysterious concept. It simply means to notice to see without judgment, the texture of your breath, the rhythm of your heart, the thoughts that begin to float in. Being aware is not about controlling those thoughts or feelings. It's about recognizing them as they are, without being consumed by them. This space between your awareness and your reaction to life, that's where your power lies. That's the space where intention can be born. You may ask, what does it mean to begin with intention? It means you don't allow life to simply happen you. It means you step forward with clarity, even if the path is uncertain. You choose your mindset, your attitude, and your inner posture. Some days will greet you with ease. Others will test your patience, your resilience, even your faith in yourself. But when you begin the day grounded in intention, you remember that you are not here to be shaped passively by the world. You are here to shape your world from the inside out. The question to ask every morning is not what will happen today, but rather, who do I choose to be as it happens? Will I be calm or chaotic? Will I carry gratitude or take things for granted? Will I bring light or mirror the darkness around me? These are the choices that awareness and intention make possible. Because when you're not awake in this deeper sense, you become like a leaf blown by the wind, moved by whatever comes your way, with no center, no direction, no strength. True strength doesn't come from controlling everything. It comes from the quiet ability to choose your response. And that choice begins the moment you open your eyes in the morning. Instead of rushing, take one breath. Just one. Inhale and feel it fully. Listen to the silence before the day gets loud. In that space, tell yourself, I am here. I am aware, and I choose to move through this day with intention. This simple practice, if done consistently, changes your inner architecture. Your nervous system begins to respond differently. Your thoughts slow down, your presence deepens, and your energy, instead of being scattered, becomes focused. There is immense power in knowing that every morning, no matter what happened yesterday, no matter what challenge awaits you, you have a moment to begin again, with clarity, with presence, with a sense of grounded purpose. And this choice isn't just for the peaceful mornings when everything feels perfect. It's especially for the hard ones, the mornings when your body is tired, your mind is foggy, and your heart feels heavy. On those mornings, this practice is not a luxury. It's your lifeline. Because when you remind yourself that you are beginning with awareness, you don't fall into automatic patterns. You don't spiral into negativity. You don't let your environment dictate your internal reality. You become the one who decides how the day begins regardless of how it ends. Every spiritual tradition, every path of self-mastery, speaks of the same truth in different forms. How you begin is how you continue, and how you continue is how you live. There's a certain sacredness to the early hours. The world hasn't yet placed its demands upon you. The energy is still soft. In that sacred space, what you say to yourself becomes a blueprint for the day. If you speak with clarity, clarity follows. If you speak with doubt, doubt grows. This is why it is essential to choose your first words, not randomly, but with awareness. And there's a subtle wisdom in not overloading the morning with too much. The point is not to overthink or force yourself into rigid discipline. It's about alignment. It's about centering yourself so that whatever happens, you are not just reacting. You are creating. Awareness brings you into the now. Intention tells the now what you want to build. One grounds you, the other guides you. So when you say to yourself, today, I begin with awareness and intention, you are not just speaking words. You are creating an energetic contract with life. You are saying, I refuse to sleepwalk through my existence. I will not surrender my presence to distraction, my energy to worry, or my mind to unconscious thought. I begin awake and I remain awake. In this awakening, you become powerful not because you control life, but because you meet it on your own terms. Calm, clear, unshaken, so the next time you rise from sleep, do not let the day pull you. Sit with yourself. Breathe, remember who you are, and remind yourself before anything else, today, I begin with awareness and intention. There is a voice in your head that never seems to sleep. It speaks even before you fully wake up. It comments, it judges, it doubts, it plans, it worries, it remembers. And the most important question you can ask yourself every morning is, who is truly in control here, me or that voice? When I say, I am the master of my mind, not its slave. I'm not offering you an idea to believe in. I'm offering you a truth to realize through direct experience. Because most people live their entire lives reacting to the noise inside their heads. They are led by every passing emotion, every fleeting thought, every external trigger. They don't live, they are lived by their mind. But just because a thought appears does not mean you have to believe it. Just because an emotion rises does not mean you must follow it. The true path of strength is not about silencing the mind. It's about understanding your position in relation to it. You are not your thoughts. You are the one watching those thoughts. And that single shift in perspective changes everything. When you wake up in the morning, the first thoughts that arise are often automatic. They may come from habit, from anxiety, from the tension of yesterday. But what if you didn't follow them immediately? What if you paused? What if, just for a few moments, you watched them come and go like clouds passing through the sky? This is what it means to begin mastering your mind. To recognize that you are not the content of your thinking. You are the space in which the thinking happens. The mind is a powerful tool, but like any tool, if you don't know how to use it, it ends up using you. Thoughts can build or destroy, elevate or collapse, heal or harm. Left unmanaged, the mind becomes a mirror of everything it has absorbed. Fear from the world, doubt from your past, limitations from your surroundings. But when you remind yourself each morning that you are not its prisoner, that you are its master, something profound begins to shift. You start to take back your authority. To master the mind is not to suppress it. That only leads to tension. It is to observe it patiently, guide it gently, and choose consciously. You cannot always control, what thought arises, but you can always choose whether to give it attention. You don't argue with the mind. You don't fight it. You rise above it by stepping back into awareness, into presence. The moment you do that, the mind loses its grip on you. When you begin your day from this place, challenges look different. You no longer feel small in front of them. You become aware that fear is just a thought wrapped in emotion. That self-doubt is a conditioned pattern, that negativity is often just repetition, not truth. The moment you see it clearly, you are free from it. The mind has power, but it is you who give it permission to rule or to serve. Some days the thoughts will be louder, more persistent. They may try to convince you that you're not enough, that it's too hard, that nothing will change. On those days especially, remind yourself, this is just the voice of old programming. This is not who I am. You are not here to be dragged by every wave that passes through your mind. You are here to become the stillness beneath those waves. Each morning is a new chance to realign yourself with that stillness. Before you check your phone, before you look outside, look inside. Watch your mind wake up. Feel the emotions that begin to stir, and then gently place your attention where you want it to be. Not where the mind pulls you, but where you choose to place it. That single act is an expression of mastery. With time, this practice becomes second nature. You'll find that your reactions soften, that your decisions come from clarity, not chaos. That even in moments of uncertainty, you remain anchored. This is not because your life becomes easier. It's because you become more centered. And that is the real victory, the ability to move through life without being pushed around by every thought, every fear, every impulse. And let's be clear, mastery doesn't mean perfection. It means awareness. It means returning again and again to that inner space of stillness and strength, especially when the mind becomes turbulent. It means catching yourself in the middle of overthinking and choosing to come back to breathe. It means noticing when you've been pulled into judgment and returning to understanding. These small moments of choice, they're where your power lives. So tell yourself every morning, I am the master of my mind, not its slave. Say it not just with words, but with the way you carry yourself, the way you breathe, the way you meet each moment. And when the day brings confusion, when your thoughts feel heavy or overwhelming, pause, step back. Watch, remember, the voice in your head is not your enemy, but it is also not your ruler. It is simply a part of you that needs guidance. And you are the one to guide it. You are the one to rise above it. You are the one to remind it every single day that you are here to live with clarity, not confusion, with intention, not impulse, with purpose, not passivity. And it all begins the moment you wake up and tell yourself, with quiet strength, I am the master of my mind, not its slave. Every day, life presents us with a choice, to be defined by our obstacles, or to rise above them. That choice is not always obvious, especially in the middle of pain, frustration, or hardship. But beneath every moment of challenge lies an opportunity to strengthen the mind, to sharpen the spirit, and to remind yourself of a truth you might easily forget. I am stronger than any obstacle. Strength isn't always loud. It's not always the kind of power that others can see or admire from the outside. True strength is often quiet. It's the moment when you want to give up and you don't. It's the breath you take in the middle of chaos. It's the decision to continue walking even when the path is unclear. That strength is not born from ease. It's built through discomfort, pressure, and struggle. And each morning, you have a chance to reconnect with it, to tell yourself, before anything else begins, that no matter what comes your way today, you will meet it, not from fear, but from inner power. When the body feels tired or the mind feels scattered, it's easy to forget what you're capable of. But think back to every challenge you've already overcome. Every moment you thought you wouldn't make it, and yet here you are. You have already proven to yourself that your strength is not just theoretical. It is real, it is alive, it is in you right now. And the morning is the best time to bring it forward again, to remind yourself that there is no difficulty greater than your will to move through it. Obstacles are not punishment, they are invitations. They invite you to grow, to evolve, to step out of the comfort zone and enter the fire that transforms. This is not something to fear. It's something to face with both courage and clarity. But that clarity doesn't happen by accident. It happens when you begin the day by aligning with your deeper self, the self that doesn't break easily, the self that remembers that discomfort is temporary, but the lessons you gain from facing it are forever. You see, when you tell yourself in the morning that you are stronger than any obstacle, you're not making a promise to avoid pain. You're making a commitment to face it with resilience. It means you understand that pain has its place, but so does perseverance. It means that even when you don't have control over what happens to you, you have control over how you meet it. And that difference, that small but powerful difference, determines everything. You will face days that test your patience. You will meet situations that stretch your limits. People may doubt you. You may even doubt yourself. But if you can hold this affirmation in your heart, I am stronger than any obstacle, it becomes a shield and a compass. A shield that protects you from the impact of fear, and a compass that points you back to the path of inner power. And this strength isn't only for the big moments. It's needed most in the small, everyday choices. The decision to stay disciplined, the willingness to stay kind in the face of cruelty, the courage to keep showing up for your goals even when progress feels invisible. This is the strength that compounds over time. It doesn't make headlines, but it builds character. It shapes who you are when no one is watching. Each morning when you rise, you must ask yourself, what kind of person do I want to be when things get hard? Because that version of you is not created in the moment of difficulty. It's built ahead of time in moments of quiet commitment. When you speak to yourself with conviction, when you look in the mirror and say with certainty, I am stronger than any obstacle, you are setting a standard for how you will respond to adversity, not if, but when it comes, and it will come. Life is not designed to always be smooth, but it is designed to help you grow, and growth rarely happens in comfort. It happens when you are stretched, when you are forced to dig deeper than you thought possible. When you meet resistance, and instead of backing away, you breathe, you stand tall, and you say, this will not break me. It will build me. So let your mornings be the time when you recommit to this truth. Let each sunrise be a reminder that no matter how dark the night was, you made it through. And if you made it through that, you can make it through this. Whether it's pain in your body, noise in your mind, or heaviness in your heart, you are not powerless in the face of it. You have tools, you have wisdom, and most importantly, you have a spirit that refuses to give up. This isn't about pretending that life is easy. It's about facing life exactly as it is, and choosing to be stronger than whatever tries to hold you back. Strength is not the absence of struggle. It is the ability to keep moving in spite of it. To stand rooted like a tree in a storm, knowing that winds may bend your branches, but they will not break your core. So when you feel overwhelmed, return to this, breathe deeply, center yourself, and say it again. Asterisk, I am stronger than any obstacle. Asterisk, say it until your nervous system calms. Say it until your fear shrinks. Say it until your actions reflect the truth of it. Because the more you speak from that strength, the more it awakens within you. No one else can walk your path for you. No one else can carry your weight. But you don't need anyone to do that. Because everything you need to rise, to endure, to grow, it's already within you. And when you remember that each morning you begin your day not with fear, but with fierce inner knowing, you are not here to avoid the storm. You are here to walk through it and come out transformed. So tell yourself every morning, without hesitation, asterisk, I am stronger than any obstacle. There's something deeply transformative about starting your day with two simple energies, gratitude and growth. When you wake up and immediately shift your focus to what you have, rather than what you lack, you create a completely different vibration inside your body and mind. It's not just about feeling good, it's about becoming grounded. Gratitude is the foundation that steadies you. Growth is the path that stretches you. Together, they form a powerful force that carries you through life with both humility and strength. Gratitude is not reserved for the extraordinary moments. It's for the breath you just took, the body you're living in, the chance to begin again. Even if the world outside feels chaotic, there is always something steady within if you know where to look. But here's the key. You have to look asterisk. You have to notice asterisk. Because the mind is trained to seek what's missing, what's broken, what needs to be fixed. And unless you intentionally guide it, it will skip over everything that is working, everything that is beautiful and steady and alive. That's why, first thing in the morning, before the demands of the day begin to pull you, remind yourself, asterisk, I am grateful. Asterisk, not as a ritual or an obligation, but as a real, honest pause to acknowledge the gift of this life, this breath, this moment. No matter how many things you want to improve, you are still surrounded by countless things that are already enough. You slept with a roof over your head. You woke up with the ability to choose your actions. These are not small things. These are extraordinary things disguised as normal. And the deeper your gratitude, the more clarity you have. It's hard to be lost in complaining when you're present with appreciation. It's hard to feel weak when you recognize the strength that got you through yesterday. This is why gratitude is your foundation, because it centers you in truth, not the emotional noise of the mind, but the deeper truth of what's real and valuable. But gratitude alone is not the end of the path. It's the ground from which you move forward. The next step is growth. And growth begins the moment you say, asterisk, I am thankful for what is, but I am also ready for what can be. Asterisk, you honor the now, and you stretch into the next version of yourself. Growth doesn't mean you're not enough. It means you are constantly unfolding, evolving, discovering new depths within yourself. And that journey never ends. Every morning you wake up, you are being invited to participate in that evolution consciously. Some people confuse comfort with peace, but true peace doesn't come from staying still. It comes from knowing that you are expanding, that you are not stuck. Growth means you don't settle. It means you keep walking forward, even if it's slow, even if it's hard, even if no one sees your progress. It means you choose to rise above old habits, old fears, old stories, and make space for something greater to emerge from within you. But that growth is not always dramatic. Sometimes it's in the small things, the choice to listen instead of react, to be kind when it's easier to be cold, to keep your word when no one's watching. These are the invisible seeds that grow into inner strength over time. And each morning, when you choose to orient yourself toward growth, you are planting those seeds again and again, watering them with your awareness and effort. You don't need to leap forward every day. Some days, growth will feel like stillness, like resting, like accepting that the process itself is the point, not just the outcome. But as long as you remain aligned with the direction of growth, you are exactly where you need to be. The important thing is not how fast you're going. It's that you're moving with intention, that you're not allowing comfort to become stagnation, that you're not letting fear write your story. And even when life becomes heavy, even when the path becomes unclear, if you have gratitude as your root and growth as your direction, you are never truly lost. You are steady yet flexible, grounded yet reaching. That balance gives you strength, quiet strength that doesn't need to be seen, only lived. There will be mornings when you wake up and feel resistance. Resistance to the day, to your responsibilities, even to yourself. On those mornings, remember this. Resistance is not a sign that something's wrong. It's a sign that you are alive. It means you care. It means you are standing at the edge of your comfort zone. And that's where growth always begins. So in those moments, pause, breathe, reflect on what is already good, already working. That's your anchor. Then gently ask yourself, asterisk, what is the next small step I can take today to grow? Asterisk, maybe it's a new thought, a new practice, or a new response to an old pattern. Whatever it is, let it come from a place of appreciation, not pressure. Growth that is rooted in gratitude is sustainable. It's honest, it's nourishing. This is the mindset you cultivate when you start your day by saying, asterisk, gratitude is my foundation, growth is my path. Asterisk, you are not chasing perfection. You are not comparing yourself to others. You are simply living more fully, more consciously, more aligned with who you really are. And when you walk through life in this way, the results will take care of themselves. You'll feel it in your energy, your choices, your relationships, your peace. So, as the day begins and the world starts to move, take a few quiet moments to root yourself in this truth. Breathe it in, carry it with you, let it shape your thoughts and actions, and when challenges come, and they will, you will meet them with a calm heart and a clear mind. Because you will know that no matter what happens, you are standing on solid ground, and you are walking a path that leads to your highest self. Remind yourself every morning, before anything else, asterisk, gratitude is my foundation, and growth is my path.